Okay, so this story is a fairy experience story that I found, and I thought it was so cool that I wanted to share it. So if you guys have any fairy stories, we can get that going on, and it's gonna be lit. So share me your stories, and we can talk about it. And I love it. I'm kind of wearing like a fairy top. I thought this was a good top because it's a perfect top for a Tuesday, right? Doesn't it give you Tuesday vibes? Tuesday top vibes. Okay. Fairy experience in Lilydale, New York, which is a spiritualist like camp. My mom is a psychic medium and has always told me about her fairy hunting stories. I never really believed her and thought she was mistaking lightning bugs and fireflies for fairies. Last night, she began talking about fairy hunting again, and I decided to go with her so I could experience what my mom had talked to me about. In Lilydale, they have a fairy trail in the woods. So at around 10:30 p.m., we headed out into the woods with a flashlight. We get about half a mile into the woods, and my mom turns off all the lights and starts talking and welcoming the fairies to come in. At this point, I'm sketched out and feeling super uncomfortable about being in the woods with no light. I am more expecting to see a bear than a fairy. Then, almost instantly, I feel extremely calm and start seeing these flashing lights around me. I grew up in New York and I know what a lightning bug looks like. These were not lightning bugs. I was almost it was almost like the sparks you see when you light a lighter. Whatever was making the light was flying around because you could see the light move. Then my mom tells me to look behind me, and the tree directly behind me almost looked like it had little patches glowing in the dark. They then began to flash light when we would sing and ask questions. I don't really know what to make out of this experience. The feeling I had was like no other. Another weird part about this that makes me believe we weren't seeing bugs where we asked multiple questions and asked to flash twice for yes, and every time we asked a question we got a reply. There were about 2 minutes where we didn't see anything, and my mom asked them to show us their beautiful lights a few more times before we left, and they all started showing us their lights again. Then I would share my experience and see what you guys think about it. Am I a fairy believer? I might be now after last night. Oh my God. First of all, I just want to say how cool to have a mom that's so into it. Like, oh my God, that's just like, wow, that's so magical. I bet she's a magical mom. That's so cool. Um, what a beautiful, magical experience. Fairy trail. I almost don't even want to say the location again, but I guess I already said it. Whatever. Lilydale, New York. Fairy trail. That is so freaking cool. Like, I definitely believe that, I do believe in fairies, and especially like going into places that are naturey, like that's where they're gonna be, especially. And I know that like some of you guys might experience where you see like little sparkly sparkles in the corner of your eye. Like I really do believe that like when you see those tiny like little sparkles in the corner of your eye of light, like those are the fairies, and you're perceiving their energy. And just a little tip for any of you who want more fairy energy in your life: bring in some flowers, put flowers in your house that you love. They're not gonna you're not gonna feel their energy if there isn't fairy things around, right? Plants, flowers. But if you really want to feel them, like, go outside. And I know so many of you guys are connected to them. So if you guys have any experiences or stories or thoughts, please share them with me so we can just hear these magical experiences. I love it. Life is very much like falling down the rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland magical vibes. I love it. Love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it.